Hello, you're welcome to Happy Living once more. Today we'll be talking about strife, like quarrels, okay, in a home affects children negatively. Now, if you love your children as a man, as a woman, choose to create the right atmosphere in your home. Choose to love your spouse, your wife, your husband, and treat them well. Because you see those negative vibes and negative things that happen between a couple, between the adults in a home, they affect the children negatively. Now, you can't pretend, okay? You can pretend to the world out there, but the children in the home, and they are the first recipients of those negative or positive vibes in the home. So it's very important that you create the right atmosphere. Now, as parents, you're supposed to train children in the way they should go. So when they are old, they don't depart from it. And what's a train like? If you can catch a picture of a train, you'll find out that the head is in front and then the other connected stuffs, are just following behind. Wherever the head leads and guides and turns, okay, the other parts of the train just follow suit. So training is you showing an example of how it should be. You taking the turns you're supposed to take, taking the lead you're supposed to, and then the children who are connected to you follow suit, okay? So what we're saying is it's very important that you model the right thing. Now, training is not just in your verbal words. It's not just in your spoken words and the instructions that you drop. Okay, training is about you modeling how things should be, modeling how affection should be, modeling how love should be, modeling honor, modeling respect. Okay, so between a husband and wife, now your husband talks to you and then your mouth just goes off running, without respect. What pictures do you think your children are picking from there? Or your wife says something to you and then as a man you're angry, you just lash out back with your finger, with your hand, you just release a slap or you do one thing, one violent act or the other. Your children are actually saying. And the truth is those things affect them mentally, okay? It affects them and they play out later on in life. So what we're trying to say is, as a parent, as a guardian, as an adult in that home, it is very important that you model the right thing for your children to learn from there, for your children to be able to know what it's like to express affection to even themselves as siblings, and then how to even socialize, okay, out there in the world. They learn, the home is their first school, their first learning ground, where they pick both positive and negative things, how to resolve conflicts, okay? Now, as a couple, how do you resolve conflicts when you have an issue? How do you solve them? Do you, resolve your conflicts by making it bigger, or by hitting each other, or by hating each other, bearing grudges and resentments and all of that? They are picking all of that. So what we're trying to say is you make life easier for these children when you are modeling and doing the right thing. So for every action, every step, anything you are portraying as an adult, be conscious of those lovely children that you have. Be conscious of those wonderful people that God has entrusted in your care. If you want to make the world a better place, they say charity begins at home, and then the family is the smallest unit of the society. So that thing that you want out there in the society, it starts from your home. And the children are the next generation. So if you want them to turn out right, if you want your son to grow up and be a loving father, a loving husband, where he's not hitting his wife, then you as a man, you shouldn't be doing that to your wife. You as a wife, you shouldn't be, brutal or harsh or rash or rude to your husband. Why? Because they pick these things and they learn easily from the actions. Action speaks louder. Action speaks louder than words. So it's very important that you are modeling and showcasing the right things. Like, it makes it easier for them. You are not telling them to do A and you are doing B. They pick the B that you are doing, much more than the A that you're asking them to do. So what we're trying to say is that you as a husband, if you want your children to love easily and to enjoy life easily and to grow up into better adults, then treat your wife well. You cannot say, these are my children, and so I will love my children, and then you treat your wife poorly. No, 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 no. The first relationship in a family is that of the husband and the wife. First. So when that is intact, it becomes easier, okay, to transfer that solidness, that calmness, and that's well-molded relationship that you have, that is full of affection and love and understanding and respect and honor. Once you are able to have that beautiful relationship between you as a couple, it's easier to transfer those positive vibes and those good things to your children. And then those children grow up into better adults, okay? And then they are also able to replicate that good relationship that you had with your spouse and that beautiful home that you had together. They are able to replicate that in their homes in the next generations to come. So what's the point here is that it is very important. Your relationship with your spouse, your relationship as adults, as guardians, okay, in the home affects the children either positively or negatively. They catch them. So make conscious efforts and choose to raise these children well by being good examples and by portraying the right attitudes and the right character, so they grow up to be better adults and their life is also easier for them. Thank you very much. If you like this kind of content, we ask that you subscribe and then you like and you share for others to also hear, and we all make the world a better place. Thank you.